Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the CWE, brought to you by the Chaos Brothers. As always, my name is B-Money, the insect of strength and insanity, and with me, as always, is my brother in hockey-loving chaos. You know him, you love him, he streams every now and then. Please say hello to Rei Konoshiro, bro. Say hello.
Hello, everybody. Yes, we are back to talk about a foreign pay-per-view in Clash in Italy. I have not come up with a name for it yet.
That being the keyword.
And just for myself, a little disclaimer, if things seem a little off or a little different than when used to, that's because I have actually just tried to get it all reset up on a new computer, new camera for me to, so still trying to get the tracking all sorted out. So still some things that are trying to get completely fixated to make sure everything is good. But little disclaimer on my end, it's gonna be stuff that probably bothers me more than anybody else, but just in case anyone knows, oh, this is weird, why isn't it tracking as much or whatever, that's why I'm still kind of trying to get it all sorted.
This is the, shall we say, the editor of Goalie, or, I'm sorry, Ray, coming out because it bothers him so much, everyone.
That's the producer.
Yes. Anyways, yes, we are heading overseas to Italy. One of the, shall we say, people say is the most beautiful country there is. I think of it as, oh hey, look, fucking baguettes on fucking steroids. Yippee. The home of pasta. Where you break
pasta's
it.
Great.
And I'm not saying it's not great. I'm just finding it funny that Italians fucking freak the fuck out when you break spaghetti. And they cry like little bitches. Always break the pasta. Anyways. Before we anger a bunch of fucking people, one being a VTuber, one being a non-VTuber who constantly doesn't shut the fuck up. Max. Anyways, first match we're going to talk about is for the Women's Intercontinental Championship where Becky Lynch will defend her title against Sol Ruka. Okay, so I'm really, really hoping that Sol Ruka wins because she got snuffed at Saturday night's main event, which was last Saturday. Surprisingly enough. I'm going to say Sol Ruka snatches the title as well as Becky's soul. Hopefully I'm right, because I honestly think that she's done amazing work in NXT. She is going to do amazing things in the main roster. I think this would be a great step, having her get the title off of someone who is a main eventer in and of herself. You know? But what do you think, bro?
Yeah, I think Sol Ruka's going to have it at some point. Right now, I'm just falling back on, it's Becky Lynch, something's gonna happen, and she's gonna retain. Because I could be wrong, but I don't really think since winning it back, she's really defended it ever. And
so the last time she defended it was last Saturday, where she got disqualified by shoving Jessica Roberts into the Soul Snatcher.
Yeah, and even I still feel like Becky's gonna come out with something and gonna retain the title.
I absolutely can see that. I personally would love to see Sol Ruka hold the IC title.
Oh, I want to see the
eventually,
Young Bloods take over completely here.
I do too. Speaking of Young Blood, we have a rematch from WrestleMania 42. We have the Ruler, Oba Femi, taking on the Beast Incarnate in Brock Lesnar. So, before you say your pick, bro, I just want to say, I fucking knew that he wasn't going to retire at Mania. And that's probably going to go into my prediction for this match. What about you?
Yeah, Oba won round 1. Amazing to see. I loved it.
Mm-hmm.
I think Brock wins round 2. Which will ultimately end up, at least what I would hope, ultimately set up a round 3 after a little break at SummerSlam.
Okay, so you and me are actually thinking the same page, bro. So here's my prediction. Well, first, do you know where SummerSlam is going to be held?
No.
In Brock Lesnar's hometown,
Minneapolis.
Minneapolis. I feel like since Oba won round 1, like you said, he's gonna win here. They're gonna, hold off on it for the next pay-per-view. Like ignore the next pay-per-view because they're not gonna do anything. When SummerSlam starts coming around, that's when they're going to reignite the feud and have one final match.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but did Brock not play football?
Yes, he did.
Didn't he make it to the NFL at one point? Like more as like a practice squad guy more than anything, I think it would have been.
I believe he might have.
So you know the city that it's in. Do you know what stadium it's getting held in?
I can't remember.
That would be US Bank Stadium.
Oh,
Home of the NFL's Minnesota Vikings.
Wow.
So not only is it his hometown, but some might say Brock's first love in football, too. His hometown team. There's something else there.
Fucking... I just want to make sure if I can... Okay, early life, amateur wrestling...
We're all doing research, people. All doing research.
Yeah, for once, I'm actually doing fucking research, okay? He did go to New Japan Pro Wrestling in 2005 to 2007. Again, I think he was in the football a little bit before that. Where the fuck was it? No, that's his college amateur wrestling.
Okay, so he just kept with. Oh wait, no. He started out at the University of Minnesota, where he won a NCAA Div 1 NAT champ in 2000. For anyone who is confused on what I just said, consider it the highest level of college football that you can, or sports in general. They take it extremely seriously. And he won the championship with the university that year.
Okay, so
where he signed with WWF in 2002, and then left WWE for a little bit.
I was gonna say after WrestleMania 20
to play with the Minnesota Vikings.
Yes, I was just about to fucking say that. And he was a defensive tackle.
That makes sense. That makes too much sense that he was a DT.
And apparently his number was 69. Nice.
Nice.
But yeah, fucking Lesnar was in fact a NFL star. I mean, mind you, he didn't make it that much, but at least he has that on his resume.
You got signed by an NFL team. That you can hang your hat on that for life.
Oh, 100%. Imagine if he actually won a Stanley Cup with them. That would be even better, to be fair.
Super Bowl. Stanley Cup's hockey. Super Bowl's football.
Okay, look. I fucking forgot. Look, I'm talking about sports with you of all people. I'm sorry if I got your love of fucking hockey confused with football. Excuse me, bitch.
Before anyone else jumps on him, he's not the fucking sport person here.
I know the difference between the two. I just got them confused because fucking hockey is your main love.
If you want John Sports also, I have another channel where I do that from time to time.
Anyways, moving on to my sport, wrestling. For the WWE Women's Championship, Rhea Ripley will be defending it against the former champion in Jade Cargill. Okay, so realistically, I want Rhea to retain this. I'm sorry, but Jade's run with the title was boring, stale, and it left a sour taste in my mouth anytime I said Jade Cargill is the WWE Women's Champion. I'm sorry, but it's just like, she didn't defend the title. I don't want her to have it back. What about you, bro?
I just think it's a bad look to have someone the caliber of Rhea drop the title already.
Yeah.
Let her retain it, go on a little bit of run. If you're gonna give it back to Jade eventually, fine. But don't... You're just gonna somewhat not fully, but you're gonna start to bury Rhea if you just... Oh, here's your first defense, and loss. No. That's what you did to Ricochet.
Yeah,
people don't forget.
I was gonna say, okay, I know he was your boy, bro, but it still pisses me off as well. Not as much as you, but it still pisses me the fuck off that the fact that they did not give Ricochet a chance with the titles. He only had
a proper chance.
Exactly. Yeah, fucking. Personally speaking, I can see Rhea dropping it to possibly Io. You know, I know they're friends, but it's just like people say, oh, you can't have a friendly rivalry in WWE. Why not? You know, fucking, there's no rule saying, hey, fucking, two friends can't fight for a title, you know.
Some
But
of the best rivalries come from not just a mutual respect, but also somewhat of a friendship. Granted, it's a friendship forged through competition, but
true.
still a friendship. That's some of the best rivalries.
But yeah, Io's one of them. Personally, oh wait, no, fucking Sol Ruka's on Raw, fucking Rio's on SmackDown. Damn it. I was gonna say Sol Ruka yeah, true, for now. But, you know, you have other people. I could see Alexa going after the title, personally. I think that would be nice. Okay, I think they have to grow on me, but possibly Fatal Influence, mainly JC Jane. I think that's the leader of the group's name. But I could see her going after the title. Let's see. Eventually, when Zarya comes up to the main roster, I could see her trying to go after the title. But, I'm sorry, but Jade? Nothing against her personally, but it's just like, she... Okay, I can't believe I'm about to make this comparison. You look at two people, Logan Paul and Jade Cargill. Logan never had a lick of fucking interest in wrestling. And
outside of possibly using it to make more money.
Exactly. And yet, look how far he has gone. I can't believe I'm fucking saying this, again, because I fucking hate the scumbag. He is an amazing fucking athlete. Honestly, he's pretty fucking good. Then you look at someone like Jade. She moves around. I'm sorry to say this, but she moves around like Bill Goldberg, which is not a lot.
I mean, you could argue that's why AEW was using her the way they did. And
I mean, yeah, because look at her TBS title run, fucking constantly being like, oh, she's blank and O, and it's just like, okay, this is getting boring, it's stale, I don't like it.
And on the Logan front, the only reason why he's where he is now is he took it seriously. Yeah, he came in and didn't have anything. And then I truly do think he kind of fell in love with the business, fell in love with wrestling. And he started to take it extremely seriously. Because let's be fair, the first match, like against Miz and whatnot, I don't think many people will argue that he really was trying or taking it seriously at that point.
Well, actually,
now he is.
I actually want to correct you on that. His first match wasn't actually against The Miz.
Well, I mean, like those first few matches.
I was going to say, his first official match was at WrestleMania teaming with The Miz against the Mysterios. And then I believe it was at SummerSlam the next year, that's when he faced The Miz one-on-one. Yeah, fucking, at that point, you know, you could tell he wasn't really, you know, into business for the business hits. He was just doing it for himself. I mean, fuck, look at his US title run. That just showed that he didn't care at the business. But now look at it. He's constantly on Raw. And again, as much as I despise, and I mean this with full fucking venom, I hate the motherfucker. I cannot deny. He is absolutely grown to love the business. At least for right now. Will that change? I don't know. It might. It all depends on, his attitude or whatever. But again, you look at Jade and you look at Logan, it's night and day on people that didn't come from wrestling that are now in wrestling. One still, thinks she's top shit when she's not, sorry to say. And someone who, again, thought he's top shit, he's not, but he actually became accustomed to the business itself. And again, I can't believe I'm saying this. I've got to respect that. Never thought I'd once say that.
I think the biggest respect that you can give Paul at this point is essentially singing Joe Hendry's song about him. Because not only is he, like, I don't want to say seeming to be okay with it, but he's rolling with it. And he seems like he kind of just comments like, yeah, this is just part of the show. This is just part of the business.
The business.
Yeah, some people might actually believe it, but we're going on too much of a tangent here. We do that a lot. People should get used to it. But let's get back to the pay-per-view here. We can have that discussion at another point in time.
Well, I was actually going to add one. I was going to add one thing real quick. He did actually suffer an injury at Saturday Night Main Event.
I did see something like that.
Yeah, so I can't believe I'm saying this. Hopefully, he is okay, and he doesn't take long to come back. Fucking
Giddy up, Logan. Yeah, it's gonna be great when you come back. Surprise return?
I didn't say that, motherfucker.
Oh, I never said you did. Looks like it was a torn tricep. Surgery and months of rehabilitation.
Okay, so he won't be back for a while now then.
No, he's...
Which means...
not coming
I was
back
going to say, that means
soon.
the tag titles are going to have to get dropped then.
What they might be able to do a thing where they say, hey, Braun, you're a tag team champion now.
Or they might bring in someone new to the division. Who knows? Anyways, the next match, the second to last match, I should say, is for the undisputed WWE Championship, where Cody Rhodes will face the career killer, the Ring General, Gunther. Okay, I have mixed feelings on this one, bro. I'm gonna let you go first because we have a system here. How do you feel about this?
This is the match that I care the least about.
Okay,
and that's
you're not
without
the only
knowing anything really about the Becky and Sol Ruka match. I know more about this match, and I care less about it than the fucking Women's Intercontinental Championship match. Please don't give the fucking title to Gunther. Please do not eventually have him do another fucking retirement match. This is gonna sound weird. It feels like they've killed Gunther to me. The mystique, the aura, the what's he going to do next? I hope he becomes world champion kind of thing. It's dead for me. Which I didn't think I'd be saying, really, anytime soon.
Honestly, okay, in my personal opinion, when he had the world title, I'm like, okay, cool, fucking, he won the world title. That's awesome. People have been saying, he should be a world champion. And he had, I'd say, a fairly decent, I'd say like a 7 out of 10 run with it, personally. At least, again, my opinion, he had a 7 out of 10 run. wasn't the greatest, but it was pretty good. He, I guess, retired Goldberg when he had the title, so that was okay. But yeah, fucking like you said, the mystique, the power or whatever, and the raw ability, the aura, it's just gone. Like, okay, we already had a legend killer. I'm sorry to say, we don't need the career killer. Yeah, you retired 3 legends in Gunther, Cena, and Styles. Though Cena, I'm still up in the air on when it comes to his retirement. But yeah, it's just like, okay, you retired actually, I just want to really, real quick, okay, Bill Gold. Okay, you retired a 59-year-old and 2 48-year-olds. Okay, congrats. I'm sorry to say, but a fucking gust of wind could have done the same for 2 of the 3 of them. That being Cena and Goldberg. Styles is the only one that is just like, yeah, that is an accomplishment.
Styles still could have gone for a little bit. I don't know how many more years, but he could have gone for a little bit.
Well, okay, he even said himself, when he turns 60, he's done. But I have also heard, chatterings that he does want to wrestle his son eventually. Which, honestly, I would absolutely be fine with if he came out of retirement for that.
Coming out of retirement for one match against his
son? Yeah,
if
against
Ray
his son.
Technically retired, I would have been fine with him doing that with Dom.
Exactly. He's the only one that is just like, yeah, I wouldn't mind actually seeing you come out of retirement for one last match. If it's against your own flesh and blood, absolutely. But Goldberg's been... There are stories around him, I can tell you that. And then Cena. Diss The Rock for leaving WWE and going to Hollywood, telling everyone that you would never do that, and then I think it was like a year or 2 later, look where you are. You're going to the fucking Hollywood. You're no longer a full-time wrestler. You're a part-timer. And it's just like, you're a fucking hypocrite and a liar.
The only thing he needs now is his notes for his promos on his wrist.
Yeah, but it's just like, you're a hypocrite and a liar. And that's the reason I would distaste Cena. Don't get me wrong, he's done a hell of a lot in his career, and I respect him full-heartedly for that. However, him saying one thing to The Rock, saying that he loves the business and he would never leave it for Hollywood, and then going around and doing the exact same thing he said he wouldn't fucking do, I'm sorry, but fucking, you're a liar. And I can't trust you for anything else you say. So you say, oh, I'm done with wrestling. Guess what? I don't fucking believe you.
There is one thing you can always trust a liar to do. Lie.
Exactly. But yeah, this match, yeah, I agree with you, bro. Fucking good. I mean, his second title run was not the greatest. I will openly admit that. they need to get back on track with Gunther before they give him the world title again. Personally speaking. But until then, I'm going Cody Rhodes. All the way. Now, here comes the match that, besides Brock and Oba, that I am excited for. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, my voice just kind of cracked like a fucking kid going through puberty for a second there.
And I'll get to hear it
again. Shut the fuck up, you jackass. I'm drinking Code Red. Hang on one sec. Anyways, for the World Heavyweight Championship, which will be contested in tribal combat. We've had this match before, but not against these two. The big dog, the head of the table, the tribal chief, the OTC, Roman Reigns, defends his title against the Samoan werewolf, Jacob Fatu. Now, I've heard things from Paul Heyman saying that Fatu should never become world champion because he is unhinged. You cannot control him. If he goes on like the Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon or something like that, if a joke pisses him off, he will go off the fucking deep end and try to kill the motherfucker. Personally, I think that would be kind of funny. But Fatu with the world title would look so beautiful. It would be phenomenal. And it's something that... Hang on one sec. I'm doing more research, everyone. I just want to make sure.
That was still one of the craziest fucking crowds that I've seen, at least.
I can't remember where fucking he...
That was in France.
Okay, that's what I thought. But yeah, fucking...
When he was facing Cody.
If I'm not mistaken, Fatu's uncle was Umaga. And he never got to be a world champion before he passed away, unfortunately. Now, I'm probably going to be wrong on this one, and you're probably going to take the win on this, bro, but I want to see Fatu win that world championship in honor of his uncle. I'm going to go with the Samoan werewolf. Because the stipulation is if he loses, he has to serve Roman Reigns. Or he gets fired, quote unquote. Now, it could be that he gets fired just from Raw and he appears on SmackDown. I'm not sure. But I still think the World Heavyweight title would look phenomenal on him. What about you?
I do agree that I think, and this is the most interesting match. I do agree that Jacob will look phenomenal with the world title around his waist. You're right, though. I do just question whether that's going to be right now. Honestly, I could see it going both ways. Because I don't see Jacob taking orders from Roman. I just don't.
I was gonna say, look how he was with Solo.
And I think some of the whole he's completely unhinged, he'll attack someone if they make a bad joke, whatever, is somewhat like overblown for character building and whatnot.
Okay,
but with some of his past, I can understand where it came from. That there's probably still some grain of truth behind it.
I was gonna say his past definitely, kind of helps with that kind of accusations there. But I can see what you mean. I can see what you mean 100%.
We did say that the best characters are always ingrained in a little bit of truth. Exactly. Or reality. I just don't know or think that Jacob is gonna win this match. I almost feel like, at least for a little while here, we're gonna have a almost like mini Undertaker WrestleMania streak going on here with Roman, where Roman's goes basically undefeated in tribal combat for a little bit. Yes, I know it's kind of a very niche thing, and where it's really only the Samoans that'll probably initiate it. But I feel like we're gonna have a little bit of run where Roman gets a few more tribal combats after this, wins, and then possibly Jacob comes back and says, "Fuck this, give me another shot, you big bitch." And then that's when Roman loses. Whether that be with or without the title, I hope Roman doesn't have another multiple year run with the title.
Okay, so right now I can already show you he's not.
Thank God.
Because I think... No, I might be wrong on this one. I think he actually said that this is his last contract. Because he's getting up there and, actually, I mean...
We're both going and doing the same research, I'm pretty sure. He's 41.
He's 41.
He still has some years on him.
Well, also remember that he wants to go into Hollywood.
Also fair.
But yeah, fucking...
I don't know if this is going to be where Roman drops it. I still think we're going to get a little bit of a run here with Roman.
I just thought of something. Now, mind you, I'm not even looking at the TikTok videos, whatever, but I was looking up because you mentioned that only Samoans would be, doing the tribal combat.
Most likely, just to keep with the whole head of table tribe.
Well, there's one Samoan that's currently not in the WWE that's doing amazing for himself on the independents. And he is actually the son of Umaga, that being Zilla Fatu, or Isaiah Fatu as his birth name. Now, imagine this. One day, Roman decides, to go against someone, or like starts pushing Jacob around like he does. Jacob decides, you know what? As you said, fuck this, and retaliates against him, and then screams. Now again, this is going based on your prediction. I'm still going with my pick of Jacob to win this, but I'm just doing something for your prediction. Fatu screams tribal combat. And they have Fatu Roman Tribal Combat 2, where Roman's about to win it, and then suddenly Zilla comes out and costs Roman the match, making Jacob the winner. Again, I'm actually still going with my pick of Fatu. More than likely gonna lose due to the Sol Ruka Becky Lynch thing, but I can just imagine Fatu with the fucking World Heavyweight title would look fantastic.
I agree.
It just gives you fucking goosebumps. Him holding the title with his fucking teeth, or him holding it around his neck like he did with the US title. Oh my god, that fucking... So, you're going Roman, correct?
Yes.
That's what I thought. Just wanted to make sure. Okay. Okay, so besides Brock versus Oba, Rhea versus Cargill, Cody versus Gunther, it's literally gonna be which one. It's between the first and last match. Because let's just say, you know, because if, you know, Sol Ruka gets win by DQ, I get the point. But if Becky wins by DQ, you get the point. So it's just like, which match is going to be the deciding factor, I guess you can say. Is it the first match or the last match? That's going to be interesting.
Yep.
Yeah, I personally think the two matches that we disagreed on, bro, I think either one of them are going to be match of the night. Mainly Jacob versus Roman is definitely going to be more heavy in the match of the night, but Sol Ruka versus Becky, that has some potential there.
It's not going to pass Roman Fatu. It's
not, but you can't deny it. It has the potential.
It has good potential on it. It does have good potential.
If you exclude, like, hey, fucking, we all know this is gonna be match of the night. I'm talking about like the other between the other matches. What's gonna be match of the night? That would be my pick.
It's definitely got the opportunity to. It's probably a coin flip between Becky and Sol for number 2, or the number 2 match we have, Brock and Oba.
Yep.
And I honestly might lean towards Brock and Oba in that situation.
Okay, so here would be my ranking on match of the night. Fatu Rowan, number 1, no contest.
Keep in mind, everyone, this is before we've seen it. Before everyone gets their panties in a twist. It's predictions for a reason.
I was gonna say, this is just, at least my speculation on what, based on what we just predicted, what I feel like could be matches of the night. Again, on paper, Fatu versus Roman, tribal combat for the World Heavyweight Championship, has the most potential to be match of the night, period. Family drama, world title, in a match where if Fatu wins, he becomes the tribal chief, I guess. The next one, Oba versus Brock. Again, hands down, second match to be match of the night. Third, Sol versus Becky. Fourth would be Rhea versus Jade, and then fifth would be Cody versus Gunther. The only reason I'm putting Cody versus Gunther down there is because, again, like Ray said, because of the whole career killer bullshit that Gunther's been doing, it's just not entertaining anymore to watch him. You know?
Everything that made
Again,
him
nothing,
good just feels like it got zapped away. Nothing
again,
on him,
nothing,
but the story.
I was gonna say
just,
nothing
no.
on the dude. It's just the story is just boring. It's stale. So yeah, fucking that is the Clash in Italy predictions. For this Saturday. Any closing words, bro? You wanna say?
Just, I guess keep an eye on my channel. I do plan on doing some videos with the Pen season coming to an end, with some big news recently getting announced. So less speculation on that front at the very least.
Yes, go support him. He deserves all your support.
But that's it. Hope everyone enjoys watching Clash in Italy. And I know this isn't going to be the complete end, but you've heard the end of my streams. I hope everyone has a good day, have a good night, and has a good life.
And as we always say, the CWE, bro. In 3, 2, 1.
Fuck.
PG. Thank you everyone for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.